Hi, my name is Nick Sims and we're here in the Specialized booth at Interbike. What I'm going to show you today is the new S-Works Stumpjumper. For 2010, it's all new, ground up. What we've done is increased our travel this year from 120 to 140 mil of travel. And the increase of travel, that's gone up, but the weight of the bike has gone down. You're looking at a 22-pound, 140 mil XC trail bike. This is probably one of the lightest trail bikes out there. It's all carbon front triangle, carbon seat stays, all new shock design or suspension pivot design. Very smooth actuation. It's all in line, similar to what you've seen in the past on our World Championship winning Epics. So we've now taken that through to the Stumpjumper. Some of the key things, you still have the brain technology in the rear shock and also in the fork. So you can dial in the sensitivity of the suspension. Like if you're not worried about small bumps, things like that, you'll absorb that with your arms and legs. You can set the rear shock and the front fork to firm. If you want a very nice plush feel, set it all wide open. It's going to be very soft. You'll be able to ride over everything. And the nice thing with this is because it's so light, it'll climb like a demon and descend equally as well as some of these bigger downhill bikes out there. And at 22 pounds, this is out there with some of the World Cup running cross-country bikes. We have it's our fork. It's a Specialized Future Shock fork on the front. Yeah, carbon steerer, carbon crown, 1.5 inch, 1.8 inch, so lightweight, very responsive steering. This is a little stiffer than last year's bike. We also added the carbon cranks this year, which originally came from the road bikes. Last year went on to the Epics and have now trickled down into the Stumpjumper range. We're running a triple with the SRAM XX. You may have seen the XX running a 2x10, but not everybody is a world champion racer, so we have it with a triple. It works great. If you want to, we offer different spiders for the cranks, so you could actually convert it to a 2x10. So this is a very capable trail bike, race bike, one that you go out with the friends at the weekend, rip the trails with. So all new for 2010, the S-Works Stumpjumper. The S-Works one is around $7,700 and prices come down to around $3,300 for some of the lower end models. Here you are, this is the new Carbon Hardtail 29er, which is new for us this year. 19 pounds, 29 inch, full-on hardtail race bike. Todd Wells raced this year and we converted him. He was all for 26-inch wheels and we're like, hey, you got to ride a 29. He rode this at the first US Cup in Fontana and went from, he had a mechanical at the start, went from like last place to 10th place and was riding everything on this bike and is now converted. A couple of things that we have on this bike, again, tapered steerers that you've seen on a lot of other Specialized products, 1.5 inch, 1.8 inch, so lightweight yet very responsive. It's a carbon crown, carbon steerer that we've seen on Stumpjumpers and on Epics, but we worked closely with the guys at RockShox, so we have a rear lowers on the fork, Reba internals, but a Specialized crown and steerer. And what that allows us to do is you have a very lightweight, very stiff, very capable 29er fork. We have the carbon cranks that you've seen on road bikes, Epics and Stumpjumpers. The bike is equipped with the SRAM XX. It runs the 2x10 setup. Very stiff, very light. It's one of the shortest wheelbase 29ers out there. A very capable weapon for racing and just out riding. So that's the new 29er hardtail. It's the all new S-Works Enduro, totally redesigned for 2010. Ground up, new frame, the sort of X construction there. It's a very stiff frame. It's a lot stiffer than the current Enduro. It's gone up. Travel has gone up to 160 from 150 mil of travel. Suspension pivots and everything has been redesigned, keeps it in line with the seat stay. Nice consistent look. You've seen that same style design on Epics and Stumpjumpers, and now it goes to the Enduro. Running the SRAM components, Fox shocks, and a Specialized E160 fork with travel adjust. So for climbing, you can drop it down from 160 to 135 mil. Lowers the front end, makes the bike climb really good. The bike weighs in at 26 pounds. Very capable trail bike, rides like a cross-country bike through the woods, point it downhill, drop the seat with the specialized command post, and you're ripping downhill like Sam Hill. So very capable, very light, very stiff. This is the perfect kind of all-mountain bike. If you needed just one, you're going up to Whistler or something, you want one bike to do everything, the S-Works Enduro is it. Also available in an alloy frame, and prices around $7,700 down to sort of $3,200, depending on the level and the spec.